Hello everyone, Neofizz here, and welcome back to my Neofizz playing Minecraft on the Cobblecobble server series. And this is episode number 2. In our first episode, I gave you a brief look. We took a quick look at my little village where I first started out, and we took just a short little look around the beginning of my man cave here, where I've just got my storage area started. So we got lots of stuff cooking in the furnaces right now. Particularly a bunch of sand is cooking into glass because I'm going to need lots of glass for some of my future builds. And I got my chests all laid out, not all labeled and filled yet though, but we're working on it. The resources are building. Since the last time I've gone down and I think I did it's either 4 or 6 branch mines down there now, so I've got a pretty secure supply of diamonds here now. Lots of iron, lots of redstone, a little bit of lapis, and a few other things that I'm going to be needing. In addition, I'm getting my supplies up for the cobble, for building walls and stuff, as well as making smooth stone. Getting a little low on the stone bricks, but that's not a big worry. But since the last episode, I've tried to dress this up a little bit better. I'm not so sure I like the design that much, but the ceiling was bare before, and I ended up purchasing some end stone today, and I decided I'll use that as a border around there, and I put obsidian stone next to it, and use a sandstone as the centerpiece of the ceiling. And I've now got an endless water supply here, and here's some things I didn't show you last time, so we'll get on with showing you more of what's going on out here. Here's our my minecart exit entrance that leads off into the other areas, and here I've got the nifty Neofizz dispenser for recycling the cart. So I can hop in a cart here, press the button, it zooms me off into faraway lands, and then when I want to come back, and I'm on the cart, I can hop in, it takes me back into the Pez dispenser, and I just hop out here, and it shoots the cart back up into the dispenser. So let's walk in quickly and take a look at that. This is a design that I copied from someone's YouTube video. This was released quite a while back, where basically all you've got down here is you've got a trapdoor that's holding the carts up, and we're using redstone trickery here to make that trapdoor flip on and off really quick. Like when the signal to this torch goes on and off quickly, it'll make this door flip down and back up really quick, and that'll drop one cart onto this rail, and it sends it back up and drops it in place for the next ride. Right? And when you come back, it zoops you back down through here, and you come back up over, it drops you in, and when you hop out, you step on this pressure plate, which activates those 2 rails and shoots that spare back up into the pile. So the Pez dispenser will hold 4 mine carts. I could make it bigger if I thought I needed more, but I think the 4 is going to be just enough. So, and there's one other thing to show you here before we go flying away on the rails, is it was actually Pixelhead that built this tunnel for me, because he's got an island way out yonder down this tunnel, and halfway between our 2 islands here there is a 3rd island that we're sharing. And while he was building this tunnel, he made a discovery. Come down here, and down here he discovered a zombie spawner. Cool and groovy. And after seeing a recent Etho video, he decided that he would set this up to be a zombie purification system. And, well, I've used up all his potions of weakness purifying zombies since then. And he's trying to build up a good assortment of villagers so that he can cart them off to his island and put them in different buildings and give them different jobs and stuff, right? and every now and then I'll see one that's no good and I'll get rid of them. That's something I was going to do before I made this video, was make more potions of weakness, because I basically used his all up purifying these villagers here for him. I know he wanted particular kinds for particular tasks, and it looks like we've got at least 2 different kinds here. It's hard to tell under the Missa texture pack which one's which. Their costumes do sort of give it away, but not as good as it could. And that's another plain zombie, so we get rid of him again. So when we get an actual villager, we want to purify him. Now, I'm not going to stick around for that, because we don't have any weakness potions to purify with left anyway. So we'll zip back down here, and eventually I'm going to want to get some villagers out of there, so I've sort of set this up so that this track will go straight and send the villager down to his island, or if I flip this switch, it'll shoot it down my way instead. And instead of the villager ending up in the Pez dispenser, I have another switch here, so when I flip this, it flips that track, so they'll come straight down this way, straight through here, and off to what I continue the track to bring them along. So, did we actually go in here and show you this? Yeah, we did go inside and take a look at this. This is holding 4 carts. Yep. And the redstone's not too complicated. It's just a matter of a few triggers for triggering things when they happen. So when I press this button, and as soon as I roll over that detector rail, it shoots a new fresh cart to take my place. So we'll go flying through. This tunnel's mostly underwater, which we thought was kind of a neat idea, but Pixel found out pretty quickly it was a bit of a hassle of an idea trying to build underwater, but he got the job done. I wanted to actually build it underground, under the water, not in the water, but hey, he went to the job of putting it in the water, so I agreed with him. And originally we just had a straight pass through here with a few unpowered power rails to halt you like brakes, and that seemed to be a bit cumbersome, so I yesterday put in this little junction that works out good. So if you come in my way and you come down here, you'll hit here and stop here, so you can hit the button and that'll put you back on his track to go to his place, or you can just hop out like you saw me do. And if you're coming from his direction, it does the reverse, right? And we have this set up here, so if we have any extra mine carts here, we can just toss them into storage into those hoppers there, and they collect up. So here we are under the water. It's nighttime. We can see the moon is on the rise, so we got a lot of night here, so should be able to still show you stuff at night here. We're brave. We can handle it. We're men. So Pixel built all this, so that he built this building here, and you can see from here that other building there is where the end of the track goes, and that's Pixel's island over there. He basically took the jungle island, while over here, and you can't even see it from here now, I took the mountain island instead. Alright, so we can get out here. We've got it lit up so it's pretty safe, but so we can head on through here and see the first stuff that happened out here. This has been a joint effort between Pixel and myself. Pixel gets all the credit for this wheat farm. I kind of helped him plant it. He sort of laid it out and tilled it all and got it started, and then I kind of came in later and overplanted it for him, and it's been going like crazy. And the reason why is because we at one point had a mushroom farm here, where all these lights are here, and all these torches. We had a glass enclosure, and we were growing mushrooms till the cows came home, and the cow's name was Queever. I guess he didn't have the settings set so that you couldn't overbreed, and so we bred like crazy and ended up with tons of them. Then next thing you know, they wouldn't breed, which is like, okay, so I guess there is a limit on them. And so we let them loose, thinking it'd be easier to breed them with them spread out, because you can only breed 10 in every 16 by 16 chunk. And so let them spread out so you could breed them. They started wandering off the island and way out into the ocean, and here, there, thither, and yon. So there I am with the wheat, trying to lure them all back in. I lured them down into these pits that they can't get out of now. So they're good. Here we have an entrance that goes underground where we've been doing some mining, collecting resources. And this is another one of those where this goes into a different mine. I think this one actually goes to an abandoned mine shaft too, in a ravine. And here, when I was mining along here, I came upon, you guessed it, a skeleton spawner. And I decided, well, you know, I haven't shown it to you yet. At my main village, I have a double skeleton spawner, and if there's time, I'll show that to you during this episode. But it's way, way out in my village. My village is thousands and thousands of blocks from here, so instead of having to travel thousands of blocks to get to it, we've got one here now. So I can just hit the switch to turn the water on. The water starts flowing. And hit the other switch to turn the lights off, and then they start spawning. And I had a little bit of fun with this because I made a slight mistake up there, and they were able to jump off the edge, and most of them were dying when they hit the bottom. And I made adjustments before I realized what was wrong, and then I fixed what was wrong and then had to adjust everything back. So basically, this mob elevator takes them up 23 blocks and drops them. And a 23 block drop should bring them to half a heart, so I don't even need a weapon to kill them. I can just kill them with my bare hands now. But I have found that some of them have armor, and that armor protects them, especially if they're wearing feather falling boots. And so I can't kill them with one punch. So these guys don't have armor, so they should go with one punch. Well, he took 2 punches. And if their goods happen to be way sunken back in there, then I have a way to get their goods. Like, I can just press this button, pistons push the goods right to me, so I don't have to stick my neck out over there and risk getting shot to get to the stuff. So that works out pretty good. You know, it's handy and it's dandy. So let's shut it off though, because that's a rule on the server, is to not leave your redstone running. I guess that it contributes to lag if you do that. So we'll just quickly wait for these guys to finish dropping and we'll kill them. And then we'll show you the next stuff here. I think that's all of them. So, down they go. Give me your arrows. I'll take them. There. And any excess we can plop in here. Where'd that dirt come from? Well, I don't need any of this stuff. But I should put my helmet back on, right? Because we're going out into danger. Big danger. And I thought this was good because it was really close to the surface. So when you build the mob evader, it sticks up in the air and it looks kind of cool. So here's another pit that I pushed the mushrooms into. They can't get out of here either because it's too high, so they can't get out. So what we're going to do is we're building a fence. We're going to make a fence like this that goes around the entire island. And it's going to take time. And once we get it done, then we'll release the hounds again. Or the mushrooms at least, right? That way they won't be able to wander. We were finding them bouncing up and down in the ocean way off in the middle of nowhere there, and that was no good. No good whatsoever. Oh, it looks like it's going to be daytime soon, so that'll be better for viewing pleasure. Okay, so down this way, and this is like all mushroom island or swamp island. So this is good for growing mushrooms at least. We don't have that big a need for mushrooms because we got all kinds of other food. But here is where we were talking about putting down a nether portal, and well, Pixel was gone to bed for the night, I decided, okay, I'm going to plop one down. I plopped it down right here and went adventuring. Well, I had to go like 1,500 blocks away in the nether to find a fort. And then I told Pixel about that. And I started digging my tunnel to get to it afterwards. And to my surprise, what I was needed to do is I needed to go about 400 or 500 blocks in this direction, and then another 1,000 blocks in that direction in order to get to it. Well, turned out that when we'll go the 400 or 500 blocks here. It's a long walk. We really should put a minecart rail in here to speed it up. We've talked about it, but it takes some work and it's going to take some time, so we haven't done it yet. So, like I say, this is 400 or 500 blocks in this direction, and then I would have to make a left turn and do another 1,000 blocks. But you know the way the forts are kind of strung out like pearls, so that once you get to the right X direction, you can X coordinate, you can just follow your Z coordinate and you'll find a pearl string of forts. So it turned out that here I am at the proper X direction and I hit a fort. So I didn't have to go another 1,000 blocks in this direction to find a fort. So I wandered all around, seeing what we could find here, and we found a blaze spawner here, but this one's a little bit out in the open and I didn't want to do the out in the open one. So we found another one over here. And we made it into a nice big homey spot. So here we have, once again, Ethos ice cream cone style blaze spawner. And I'll turn it on. So we can take the stairs and go up. And up here is the viewing port where you can watch them spawn. And the second set of stairs here takes you all the way to the tippy top where the on-off system is. And this uses lava to turn the system on and off. And this, once again, is Ethos design. And it works darn good, and that's why I use it. Who knows, I might think of a better design one day, but until then, this is it. So this produces blaze rods like crazy, and that's basically what it's here for. But other than that, it's for getting experience fast. And here you can see the redstone clock for crushing them. And there's the dual RS NOR latches. This one's half buried. That RS NOR latch operates the timer, and this RS NOR latch, I believe, operates the gate and the crusher. So you get them in here, as long as the system's turned on, farm on, lever down. You can hit the button, it'll close the gate and activate the crusher. And you just punch them to kill them. And you get the blaze rods. Cool, eh? Okay, that's enough. We'll crush them one more time while it's turning off. And that'll be it. Yeah, that's a little quieter. Yay. Back up so you can look up and see the lava's flowing there, and that's got it turned off. But yeah, you can see there's one blaze there that's floating in the lava. It's kind of funny how they do that. Let's take a quick peek and see them doing that up there. I've seen oh, can I see it from here? Let's go back down a level. Okay, he's not swimming in it right now. But they like to. Oh yeah, see, he's swimming up in the lava in hopes that he'll find a victim up there. Now at first, the first models I saw didn't have all these glass shields here. Oh, there's a missing glass shield here. I thought I had all the glass shields we needed. See here, I've got, no, I don't want to have one there either. Okay, well, I derped. So I need more glass shields, because there could be one sitting right here and shooting at me. But it doesn't look like he sees me inside of all the lava. So yeah, that was a good design of Ethos. He did. And we could run back from here, or we can just make me go home from here, because it's a little quicker than that long run.